So here we are, the third acronym for the Unmarketable Fear series. So I'm sure I have lots of opt-outs now on my list. If you're one of the 3 people that are left, God love you. But no, tongue-in-cheek. Fear is a really complicated, it can be a really complicated subject. I'm doing my best to try to make it as simple as possible. Hopefully it's offering something for you that you can put into use. Because ultimately, if all I do is I stand here and talk, and it doesn't challenge you in order to take action in your own life, then I'm just talking to a computer screen and I'm not fulfilling what I'm here to do, which is hopefully to offer you some of the same insights and challenges that I've been offered that have allowed me to move forward. So before I share the last acronym, I want to share one of the reasons that I'm talking about fear myself. In the last podcast episode, I talked about false expectations, the visions that you carry in your head. And so I have I've got like a small story to tell from my own life. For a long period of time, I found it impossible, I'm not saying difficult, I found it impossible to visualize success. I could not see myself winning. Anything I visualized myself doing, I would see myself on the losing end. I could not see myself win. Now understand that. Think about how solid a decision that is. I decided. Understand? I decided. My choice was that I could not win. Even when I tried to change the programming in my head to see myself win, I was unable to do that. The reason I'm telling you this is that the road to that change wasn't immediate. So if over the course of the last couple of weeks you've been playing with some of these exercises and not feeling as if you've been getting results, I'm just saying, hey, you know what? It took me years. So if it takes you minutes or days or weeks, awesome. I love the testimonial. But understand that real change is going to require some real work and sometimes some real time. So with that, I'm going to leave you with what I feel to be the most empowering acronym for fear. And that is, and it kind of ties them all together, that's failure expected, action required. See, if you're looking at the evidence in the present, or you're looking at the visions in your head, and they're leading you towards disaster, and that's what you see, that's the universe's way of telling you, you gotta do something. You gotta get off your ass, and you gotta take some action. Because if you don't take action, you're gonna get the failure. So if failure is expected, if you're looking forward and all you can see is black, all you can see is the car crash at the end of it, then it's time to do something. Because if you don't do something, you're going to get exactly what you've always got. So with that, what I'm going to again challenge you to do is put the whole thing in perspective now. Look at the things in your life that are causing you to stay where you are. If you're not where you want to be, or causing you not to move forward if that's what you ultimately want to do. If it is fear that's holding you back, if it's imagining something in the future and allowing it to impact you in the present, if that's what's going on for you in your life, then my challenge to you is to look at those particular things, the physical evidence in your life, and you either find a way to make it work for you. And understand, it's amazing how easy it can be sometimes to simply look at things from a different angle and get a new perspective. Or in some cases, I can certainly say from my own life, in some cases what you need to do is you need to change your circumstances. If you're hanging around people, for example, at the water cooler who are negative, who tell you you can't do stuff, you might want to change the company you keep. It's a reality. If you want to change some things in your life, you need to change some things in your life. And the next thing, and this is the most difficult challenge, sometimes it's very easy to change the clothes we wear. It can be easy to change the people that we spend our time with. It can be easy to change the car you drive, but it can be very, very difficult to change the thoughts that you think. So take that to heart. Change the external, change the internal. Change the pictures that you give to yourself. Spend 10, 15 minutes every day. Write affirmations. Whatever works for you. There's lots of different tools in the toolbox out there that you can do. But at core, what you need to do is to start changing the messages that you're feeding inside your head to yourself every day. So if you're seeing failure, if the failure is expected, the action is required. So your homework is to go through those things that are holding you back. Find out a way to reframe them, change them, or erase them, and move forward with your life. So it's the end of this big, heavy 4 volume or 3 volume, I don't know how many volume it is, Fear series. I just want to say thanks for tuning in, and get busy.